It's been 5 years, 5 long years, and now it's finally back. Fire Force Season 3. So lock the in. Lock in. And let's get into it. Boom, we start in the White Clad's lair, and all we hear is a bunch of screaming, and Homia just walks away. No way they forced her to listen to Lil Yachty's music, bro. But she leaves after facing that torture and says, "Aight, it's time to go get the others." Now we cut to our dogs, Shinra and Arthur, about to go duel. So boom, they go in with a kick and a slash, and all we see is an explosion. Shinra goes back in with a kick, but then he just hits it away. Now Tamaki says it's my turn, and she goes after Maki. But she does the Mr. Miyagi wax off and gets rid of it. Now they're all going at it, using their powers, and Maki says, "Alright, let me get serious." And Shorty busts out her robot parts and starts fighting. She dodges this punch, grabs her wrist, and throws her in the sky.
Where your clothes at?
Now Arthur and Shinra go for a final clash. Now we cut to our dog Obi giving a report to the chief on everything that's been happening with Company 8. He's like, "Yeah, we're real dogs. Any problem we've had, we got that shit sorted out easy. It's been light for us." And the chief says, "You know what? I knew I could trust you, gang." Then something was about to happen, and we start hearing a bunch of footsteps outside, and boom! All these people barge in, and they're from the Tokyo Imperial Army, and they say, "You're coming with us, Obi. If you try to run or do anything funny, you know what's about to happen." And it's someone with the White Clad people. Hold up, Kanye? No way they infiltrated the surface already though. This is actually crazy. Free my dog.
Free you, my heart. Free you, my heart.
Now the phone starts to ring and this guy picks it up. Now we cut to the church and Pope Francis says it's time for the Empire to unite as one. We've been struggling with this for too long. Now Burns and his people pull up to the cathedral and he's like, "What you need, old man? You need your meds or something? What's going on?" But he says, "Nah, there's too much people trying shit around here. We gotta lock in under one group, under one goal, and really save this world." And they're like, "Yeah, bro's definitely off his meds. He needs to get back on that shit." And they're actually right, because after that, Homia walks in and he says, "With them on our side, we'll be good. Since they got the Adolla burst, they the true followers, they got it." And Burns is like, "Listen, I know you crazy and you're off your meds, but you can't be this dumb. That is our villain. Pope, come over here." But Homia says, "Nah, this is the place where we belong." And Burns locks in and gets ready to fight. And Homia says, "Listen, we not trying to fight you. We're in the Holy Temple. We just trying to talk, twin." So Burns stops and says, "Why are you here then?" And she connects with the Evangelist and busts out her skill Talking Head, which is basically Gaslight and Manipulate Hall of Fame. I know some of y'all got this skill too. I've been working on mine. And she says, "Broski, you've seen the true world, haven't you? Y'all just trying to recreate the Great Catalysm. We not rocking with you. Nah, that's just a means." And she walks towards Burns and says, "You've seen it, gang. You know the truth. Don't try to fight it. Just join us." And through all of this, she's literally reading his mind. She knows his emotions and everything. Yeah, this is some next level gaslighting. And she says their goal is to turn the watery world into sun. Yeah, that's actually insane. Why do you want to burn everything?
Are you normal? Eh?
And then she goes to Burns and says, "Prove your worth now, little join us. We got everything you need." And Burns sees the Evangelist and he falls to his knees. Nah, no way this man got manipulated that bad and fell for the hezzy that easy. Now news finally hits Company 8 that they took Captain Obi, and the White Clad are with them too. And they basically figure out their goal is to get Shinra because he has the Adolla burst. At this point, they're thinking about giving up Shinra, which is fair. I wouldn't try to fight with them either if I was in that situation. But they also have to move quick because the army will be here any minute. Now the lieutenant says his plan is to go rescue the captain. He ain't gonna let him rot in his cell, and he tells them, "I'm gonna become a traitor. Y'all don't gotta follow me." But one by one they all say the same thing. "Nah, I'm coming. We ain't gonna leave you, twin. We locked in for life." So they all get ready to take on the Empire, but that also means they're gonna have to verse Company 1 and Company 2, and basically everybody, so they're kinda cooked. Now we cut to Burns and he goes to Homie and says, "We've captured Obi. The Evangelist wants Shinra, right? Yeah, that's what she wants. And Obi will be the bait so they can capture Shinra." And she's like, "He deserves a reward, doesn't he? See, that's real. If you're gonna capture him, at least send the man to Colombia right before it." But then he says, "Nah, we're gonna implant him with a bug." Nah, that's actually crazy. Burns is a sellout.
Oh, no! That's hell no!
And instantly Shinra feels an Adolla link and he heard that Burns is going to put a bug into Obi. Now we cut to Obi who's locked up, and what do you think our dog is doing? Yes, bro is working out, no days off, because he's not gonna let the ops catch him lacking. They won't even give the man some water, so yeah, it's starting to look grim for them. Now news spreads that Obi has been arrested on suspicion of kidnapping and imprisoning Shinra. And it says that all the other members were in on it too, so they're all officially accomplices. Now the public's like, nah, no way they did that. I always knew there was something wrong with those guys. But does this not make the Fire Force just look worse in total? Because how do you have a whole team full of kidnappers? Like, alright, but they tell them, anyone who sees any of them, let us know, because they're officially criminals and we want them. Hibana is like, damn, how did these guys even do? But listen, this old man knows she's been helping Company 8 secretly, and if she helps them now, she's going to be an accomplice too. So he says, you better chill out. Even our goat Benimaru is like, yeah, GG's, they're cooked. They got the whole country after them. Now we cut to these military guys and they have Company 8's whole base taped off, keep out, and they're patrolling the roads, the streets, trying to find them. But how have you guys not found them yet? These guys need to be fired, do your job better. We see Company 8 and they're just hiding and creeping. Like, did y'all not want to change your clothes or something so you wouldn't be as noticeable? Like, what's going on? But they know they're done. It's only a matter of time before they get caught and get that Obi treatment. Now Lich is like, listen, y'all are good at fighting crime, but doing crime? That's my bag. What you know about breaking and entering? What you know about scamming? What you know about? But he says he's actually not on Company 8's side, but he's also not with the ops. But he has a homie who's the GOAT of this illegal shit, who can help us out in this situation. Hold on, El Chapo? We look and we see Joker pull up and he says, Shinra, you finally on my side, twin? These two are basically the anti-heroes of this verse. And I'ma just say it, Joker's voice actor is a top 3 voice actor in anime. Fight me about it. And he says, alright, come with me, I'ma show y'all all about how to turn a 2 into a 4. But Shinra can't trust him. Listen, if you wanna get arrested, go for it, I ain't gonna stop you. Where are you taking us though? Where else? We're going to the dark side.
Welcome, young Skywalker. I have been expecting you.
I'm glad y'all are on our side now though. Shit was getting lonely. But now it's time. Are you gonna join us or get captured by the ops? They all jump in the abandoned sewer. Shorty's like, how can y'all live in this dump? Like, damn, they just trying to survive. Now they keep walking and they eventually get to their secret base. And Joker says, this shit ain't on no map, so no one's finding this spot. So Joker takes a seat and says, alright guys, so what's the plan? We're gonna run up on the ops through the front door, what else? But the lieutenant says, shut the f, bro. We're up against the government, we gotta figure out who the ops are, how many ops there are, and where the captain is. Oh, I know where he is, he's in the Fuchu Grand Penitentiary. They really took bro to the pen. Now we cut to the prison and Burns is talking to Homiya and he says, yeah, I can't lie, after I seen the Evangelist, I already knew I was switching sides. How the hell am I supposed to beat that shit? She's like, you know I can read minds, right, twin? I can tell if you're lying. But he's not lying. Bro fully switched sides. He don't care about no one. And the man thinks human combustion is just a trial and all of humanity is gonna return to the sun. Yeah, we're cooked. We're done, guys. Now we cut to Obi and he's like, Kanye, what the fuck do you want? And Kanye says,
You realize that you are a champion in their eyes.
and she actually says a bunch of foolishness, talking about 1 gold, 2 gold, 3 gold, like, alright, Mr. Krabs, we get it, you like money. But she ends up choosing the bug that they're gonna give to Obi. And she says she doesn't use money to destroy people. Okay, what you use it for then? And she says to give them despair, cha-ching. Nah, no way Shorty thought that was hard too. Get this girl off my screen, I'm sorry. But she'll release Obi only after he becomes an infernal. Now they split into 2 different teams. We have Shinra and Joker going to the penitentiary. And then the rest of them are gonna link up with them later. But they got everything they need and now they're ready to scrap. We cut to Shinra and Joker and he's like, I can't believe I'm working with you right now. Broski, I've been trying to recruit you for time. I'm glad you finally made it. Why are you trying to help us? Listen, that Obi guy, he's him. He ain't got no powers, but he still consistently puts belt to ass. The country needs him, just like the same way the NBA needs LeBron. But it ain't just him, you got that spark in you too, twin. We're about to go up against some real demons, Burns and them destroyers, so it's time to lock in. Don't worry about me, I can scrap with the big dogs now. Okay, what about Benimaru?
You get stabbed,
Vlad,
right?
shut the fuck up with that shit.
Now Joker says, "Aight, we're here, get us in there with a bang." And Shinra goes right through the ceiling, and instantly the white clad people feel shockwaves from inside. Now Burns is talking to Homiya, and he says, "Company 8 is about to pull up. I'ma pack Shinra up myself." And Burns says they're here, and Joker and Shinra pull up on the scene, ready to scrap. So boom, that's all for this episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Let me know what you thought about the episode. Let me know what your favorite anime so far this season is. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it a bean. To Be Hero X is looking crazy. Even though it sounds a little different because it's not Japanese, it's looking crazy. If you want a video on that, let me know too, because I might do one. But yeah, appreciate the love and support. Join the Discord. I'll keep dropping 2 times a week. And I'm gonna catch y'all boys and girls and everybody in the next video. Free Jeff.